So the judge ordered the plan to be modified, thank goodness for that, for everybody to return to court on June the 9th. How did nobody talk to the victim's family and know that this group home was going to be just miles from where this young woman is trying to rebuild her life? Let's bring in forensic psychiatrist Dr. Carol Lieberman. The judge expressed some frustration about the lack of communication here between the state agencies and between the court. Let's start by taking a listen together to that.
It's a secret, and unfortunately, the court can't be secret from the court. And it wasn't until this morning, and when it's brought up in the court on a number of occasions.
Okay, so how does this happen? Dr. Carol, your reaction to this, that no one consulted with the victim's family?
This is such a poorly managed case. This woman has schizophrenia, childhood schizophrenia, a very serious case, hallucinations, delusions, thinking she was different animals, all kinds of things, not to mention the fact that she stabbed her friend 19 times. And now I've treated, countless people with schizophrenic in a psychiatric hospital, out of the hospital. You can't cure schizophrenia, but you can treat it and manage it kind of like diabetes. You can keep it at bay, so to speak. You can keep the major symptoms at bay. But that is not what has been happening with her. I have been on the edge of my seat watching these hearings, hoping that they don't let her out. She is an accident waiting to happen. She hasn't been on medications for a long time, which is wrong. Schizophrenics do need to be on medication all the time. You can maybe sometimes less amount than other times. But, the idea that they picked something that was 8 miles away from the victim is just a sort of a peek into the mismanagement that has been going on all of these years, which is so sad, because theoretically she should be in much better shape right now than she is. The last time they asked for her to be able to, she asked for it to be able to leave. The judge said yes, and then they brought up the idea of how she's been talking to this man outside of the prison, and he's visited her 3 times, and he seems to be, she's gave him drawings and so on that he's selling on the internet. It's a very bizarre relationship. She was reading this book called Rent Boy that she didn't tell anyone about. Eventually they found out about it. So much is going on that is wrong. It's like, who's minding the store? She's not getting the proper treatment, so she is absolutely not ready to get out.
Dr. Carol, preach. I love everything you just said. Dr. Carol, this is a young woman suffering from something very serious. And if she isn't properly handled, the last thing we want is a repeat of what happened to Peyton Leutner. Dr. Carol, how do you think this could best be handled? If you could provide a recommendation to the court on the best place for Morgan Geyser, what would that be?
Well, first of all, I would start with her getting better psychiatric treatment while she's in this hospital. Something needs to change. She needs more intensive treatment. I don't know what she's getting, whether she's getting just, whether they're doing anything for her in terms of therapy, whether she's getting enough individual therapy, whatever it is, she's not getting enough to get her better enough to be able to go out. She was given 40 years to life. And I agree that in the best possible world, it would be nice if she could get out at some point, but not when she's not ready. I believe absolutely that she's still a danger to society.
Excellent points. Oh, go ahead, please, Dr.
I would start with that.
Start with that she's a danger.
Well, start with the fact that she needs better, more intensive therapy, and then consider what kinds of things. The plan was, they were saying that, she's going to have an ankle bracelet, or she's not supposed to leave the house. I mean, not supposed to, but that wouldn't be able to control her. And besides, if she's not on medication, she needs to be on medication when she leaves the hospital. That's for sure also.
Right, treating the root cause. No, appreciate that, Dr. Carol, because if we're not treating her and the illness that she suffers from, then who knows what can happen. And you're right, an ankle bracelet certainly isn't foolproof. We all know that. We've got to leave it there for now, but great discussion. Dr. Carol Lieberman, thank you both for your time and your expertise on this.